Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in this world. This is Hedgen Lee with a morning update for Bitcoin. So we still have this scenario where wave 3 completed because the subwaves, the blue subwaves of 3, count to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And based on earlier wave analysis, whenever there's a 5-wave motive that is complete, there must be a requisite retracement. And there are like 34 different combinations of how we could retrace, which is why for any Elliotician, counting in real time a correction is no, it's extremely difficult to get it accurate because of the so many different combinations that it can take. But it isn't that difficult to find pretty much close to the terminal end of a correction. Because by the time the correction is almost done, you can kind of pattern out the correction modality and add the Elliott waves to pretty much determine the terminal end of a correction. Why is that important? If you can identify the terminal end of a correction, I've always said that the best time to buy is at the terminal end of that correction. Because if that correction is about finished and you ladder in your entries, then the resulting trend reversal will be quite profitable. So here we also label this as wave 4 for now, and we're labeling this as wave 1 because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, clearly. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 should take us to maybe 10,004 to 9. Maybe it'll even take us to 10,800. So if this is the case, now let's start labeling the subwaves of this wave 3. And we can say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means that we need to start getting a higher high, like pretty quick, higher than 9,750, the prior highs. This blue 3 has to give us this higher high because that will take us out of a certain pattern that I'm looking at as well. So if we remove these for now, temporarily, that certain pattern is still pretty prominent. And it's that upward pointing wedge, which shouldn't be ignored. And if this is the wedge, and I'm going to count this wedge as an A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, and E, okay, then we have one more up left, if this is correct. And I'm kind of leaning towards this to be the more primary, unless we start getting a higher high. And this E should bring us to somewhere around 9,600, 9,700 maybe. Very close to 9,750. So we need to keep an eye on this. Because this then means, if you take the whole thing into consideration, the bigger picture from here, 1, 2, 3, and this is A, B, C. And that I've been also talking about before too. So we could get an A, B, C. And that would potentially bring price to the low 8,000s. And remember, I said to you, this cluster of support called enable this bounce. Well, this is pretty good cluster of support here too. And it should enable the bounce somewhere around, let's say, right here, 82, 40, 50 or so. That, and if you overlay this, looks a little messy, I know, really is what stands. And the only thing that stands between the two is the ability to make a higher high, which would enable the 3, 4, and 5, or a lower E, which will cause a decline into the C wave. The only thing that bothers me about the ABC is the proportionality, given how 1, 2, 3 is there and the 4, G, 4, wave 4 to take so much proportion in time would be a bit unusual, even for crypto. So I'm going to give this and this 50-50 for now. Because what? You think I have a crystal ball? I don't. From a probability perspective, I'm seeing this as 50% chance and this as a 50% chance. So having that into your awareness would be really helpful to sustain. So let's see how today goes. We should bounce. If this is correct, we should bounce either in the scenario of ABC or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Either way, we're going to bounce. The key is how much are we going to bounce? Are we going to bounce to do higher high or low? All right. I hope this is going to be able to augment your due diligence. And I hope you find it to be helpful. I still believe that we are in a trend reversal with phenomenal bull runs to come as the summer arrives and especially into the fall season. Yes, we will get corrections in between, but it'll be 5 steps forward and 2 steps back, in my opinion. Talk to you next.